the front drive. When we first moved in, this entire front was really overgrown, about at least waist high. But the seller luckily organized someone to come hack it back for us. So just a double carport here, side gate with Cleo. Can we see Cleo? Hi, Cleo. It's a slow zoom. Alright, so the house is a 3x1 with a little sleep out and a veranda. I love having a veranda. Needs a little bit of work, but it's been renovated and it's not too bad. It's livable. A double garage, and then this is just swinging around, following the driveway back out. I'm pretty sure they're gum trees. I'm gonna have to learn what all of the different plants are. I've got this really cool app that you just take a picture and it helps you figure out what you've got. We've got lots of little random things we keep finding. It's a statue, koalas. And then we've got a winter creek that runs through, which we've had a couple of big rains recently. When we first moved here it wasn't very full, but now it's a proper creek. You can even hear it running. And that goes all the way to the back of our property. So our property goes up to that fence there. So this is just the front. Follow the creek. Everything's so green and lush right now, but we gotta get all this under control before summer comes, because that's fire season. So that's our paddock as well. It's just over 2 acres and it's divided into a few different paddocks. They used to have horses here. So I don't have the keys for this gate. We'll come around the other end. But it wraps around more at the back there. We'll go on the side gate. Every once in a while you hear some trucks pretty close to the highway, but It's not that bad. Sorry, this gate. It's a bit difficult to open. Excuse the mess. Alright, so the sheds were left full of stuff, so we've been, well, mostly Ryan while I look after the kids, but cleaning them out and sorting things out and figuring out where we want to put our stuff. So I think that's a little old aviary, which I have a feeling I'll be rehabilitating wildlife from work eventually. Alright, and then we've got 2 powered sheds. Cleo, what did you find? What's that? How old is that bone? Cleo's found a random bone, who knows where. Probably under the house. Cleo. I'm gonna have to go take that away from her. Anyways, while I'm back here, this is the backyard. So that's the back of the house. I'll probably show it from a different angle, but we just finished fencing in a little yard so the kids and dog can run around without me having to watch them every 5 seconds. So that's 1 powered shed, 2 powered sheds, then another shed here, just a normal one. So yeah, it was a little bit of a mess when we moved in, but the good thing about that is that we've got heaps of materials to work with as we start up our property. I'll just follow along the backyard here. So that's the back of the house. Fenced off around this death trap. I think it used to be a cubby house, but I don't trust it. So we've just turned it into wood storage. And then another cool thing is this massive chicken coop was already here. It's got 4 different sections. So we just have to get that up to scratch a little bit. And we'll start with some chickens. And then I'd love to get into turkeys. We'll see. And then ducks, but we'd have to set up some sort of pond. Alright, so this is, we'll probably let the chickens free range during the day and then lock them up safe at night. So probably directly this area. I probably won't start the garden until about the sheds here. It's still close to the house, close to the chickens, and where we'll set up our compost heap, but not too close to the chickens. And it's got good exposure here, I think. I'm not sure about that tree. We'll have to see what it does in the summer. But this is all just temporary anyways. And in all honesty, it's not like we're gonna be building our massive garden this year. We've just got too much other stuff to do. I just want to get my herbs in some pots and get the basics started, like tomatoes, cucumbers, go from there. Alright, so this is the back of the garage. And I'm just gonna walk around here to the next paddock, which is, we're heading back towards the creek and our neighbor's property. She just got some alpacas. I don't know if we can see them. This camera zooms really slowly. I can see them looking at me. They used to come up close to the fence until they realized we had a wolf dog. Who's figured out how to get out of the property by the creek, so it's probably best that they stay over there. Okay, and then this is heading to the back section of the property. We've got another shed. I'm assuming this used to maybe be a hay shed. Oh no, probably where they had the water for the horses, but we're gonna use those bathtubs for worm farms. And that's the creek over there. That's the edge of our property towards that white, the fence with the white line on top. That's the end of our property. And just to give some perspective, the house and the sheds are over there. So this is where we were thinking we would eventually build the house, and then hopefully keep the other house as a granny flat, Airbnb, farm stay type thing eventually. But we're probably gonna have to downsize it. Pretty flowers. I'm gonna stop to take a picture. Alright, back to the video. Can you hear that animal? It sounds like a duck. Wait. There. I don't know if you can hear it in the video. It sounds like a duck, but I'm assuming it's some sort of frog. They make the funniest little noises at night. Because there's definitely no ducks. Back to the creek, and then we're just into that corner there is the end of our property along that fence line, so that's the back. We've got this growing everywhere too. I was hopeful it was some sort of wild chamomile, but it's something else. So yeah. We were thinking, so that would be where the driveway would swing through from the front and build a house here. But yeah, we're going to observe for the next year, take some permaculture courses, get a consultant out with a big plan, and then get started. But yeah, it's hard, but we really need to think about it for a while and observe before we make any big decisions like where the fruit orchard is going to go. And that's our other back corner there. And then it just swings down back towards the house. Just had to yell at Cleo because I think she was trying to dig under the fence. Not sure how good that fence will be. I have a feeling we're gonna have to get her a proper dog kennel for when we're not here. But it's good for the kids and enough to let her out to pee. Are you wagging your tail? My beautiful flame trees. Even though they are sick, but I don't know if we can do anything to help them, but they're covered in some sort of disease or growth or something. Okay. Hi, Cleo. What were you doing? What were you doing? Were you digging? Being naughty? Another thing we can do is just get like cement blocks, pavers or whatever you call them, and lay them all along the edge, and maybe she won't dig. Oh. Are you signing us off? Say bye. Okay.